أعزائي الطلبة والطالبات، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مرحبا بكم من جديد. لو أول مرة تشوفنا وعجبك الفيديو يا ريت تعمل لايك، ولو مش مشترك في القناة اعمل سبسكرايب واشترك حالا وفعل الجرس علشان يوصلك كل ما هو جديد وحصري، ولو عملت شير يبقى فيك الخير.
أعزائي الطلبة والطالبات، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مرحبا بكم في درس جديد من دروس النهارده. معكم عادل بسيوني ومستمرين مع كتاب الزيتونة، واحنا متواجدين في بيج 29 صفحة 29 علشان على طول نروح للسؤال الأول اللي معانا واللي بيقول choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. بطلامي believed that the sun, the earth، الأرض والشمس. طيب بيؤمنوا أن الشمس orbited the earth. كانوا بيؤمنوا ان الشمس هي اللي بتدور حوالين الارض. is a person who travels into space، الشخص اللي بيسافر الى الفضاء astronaut، لكن اللي بيدرس astronomer. drought is the antonym of، drought اللي هو الجفاف وهو عكس كلمة flood فيضان. is a large spacecraft when people live and work. طبعا ده السبيس ستيشن، محطة الفضاء. is a machine in space that goes around the earth. satellite، القمر الصناعي. my parents don't allow me to watch TV late. the synonym of the word allow يعني يسمح أو يدع، وبالتالي هي هتساوي كلمة let. is a force، هي القوة which attracts things، التي تجذب الأشياء or people to the center of the earth. طبعا دي الجرافيتي، الجاذبية. is a person who studies something carefully. researcher، الباحث. is a piece of equipment you use to see things that are far away. تشوف بيها الحاجات البعيدة. ده طبعا telescope. Satellites allow us to study the weather all around the world. The word allow is the same meaning as the word let، يسمح أو يدع. is to move around a star or a planet orbit. if something is you don't need to plug it in. مش محتاج ان انت توصل بالكهرباء. ليه؟ لانه wireless. you can't make a phone call because there is no telephone signal. مفيش شبكة. someone who studies planets and the stars are called، بنسميه astronomer، عالم الفلك. to get the opposite of the word popular we add the prefix unpopular، غير مشهور أو غير معروف. places on the map seem to be near but they are really remote، ولكنها بالفعل بعيدة. the suffix gives the noun from collect، فأقول collection. the moon moves around the earth. the phrasal verb moves around، يعني moves around؟ طبعا orbits. is the antonym of unknown. unknown يعني غير معروف، طب عكسها popular، معروف أو مشهور. the suffix ly can make a أو an from the adjective successful، فأقول successfully، تحولها لي إلى adverb، حال. read and complete the text with words from the following list. Egypt's أيمن رجب، المصري أيمن رجب. a space science researcher، هنكتب تحت منها ماشي. currently located in Finland، graduated with honors from the faculty of engineering. at Aswan University. He worked as a teaching assistant at the same university until 2013. He entered NASA's competition and came second. حصل على المركز الثاني. He has recently found ways to save energy. when there is little gravity. تعال نشوف المثال الثاني. فاروق الباز is one of the most important space scientists in the world. In 1969, he helped to plan where Apollo 11 should land on the moon. He also used satellites to find rivers that were under the sand. يلا بينا نروح على السؤال الثاني واللي بيقول complete with the correct form. أكمل بالصيغة الصحيحة. Astronomers space with their eyes before the telescope was invented. لما نبص يا شباب هنا القاعدة بتاعتي عن before. وبيفور في الحالة دي واللي بيجي بعدها ايه يا شباب؟ ماضي بسيط وقبلها ماضي تام، وبالتالي هيكون هنا الماضي التام هو had والتصريف الثالث من الفعل الموجود يبقى studied. I didn't send the report until I. قاعدة until بيجي قبلها ماضي بسيط منفي والجملة الثانية بتكون ماضي تام، وبالتالي هيبقى had revised. as soon as يجي بعدها ماضي تام يبقى as soon as مها had watched. I thank my friend because he had helped me. because يجي قبلها ماضي بسيط وبعدها ماضي تام يبقى هنا هيستخدم التصريف الثاني من thank وهقول thanked شكرته. Hoda did very well in the test because she had revised carefully. We went out. وليه قلنا went؟ لأن after بيجي بعدها ماضي تام وقبلها ماضي بسيط. Students were amazed to know that the ancient Egyptians had discovered. After we had collected. I went to the club after I had finished. Before his death, the author had published. Rami had tidied. Hiba her homework for 2 hours. She hasn't finished. يبقى هنا ماضي مضارع تام مستمر يبقى هو الهبة بتاخد has وبعد كده بين ثابتة ودو احط لها ing علشان تبقى doing. has been doing. يونس لسه بيقرا يبقى has been reading. What have you been؟ have أو has been والفعل زائد ing يبقى doing. ملك didn't want to start reading the book until she had prepared. Have you ever used مضارع تام before my father left he had his breakfast. هذه الأولى للمساعد في الماضي التام، وهذه الثانية التصريف الثالث من have يتناول. I didn't go out until I had finished my homework. Nada watched the film as soon as she had done. Heba a wooden hairbrush, but now she has got one. Heba didn't use to have. والجزء الخاص بطلاب الأزهر choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. She has been محتاج فعل مضاف له ing علشان ده المضارع التام المستمر، يبقى practicing. They have each other for years but they have never been close. They have known. After she had graduated from college, she moved to a new city. Before she finished her sentence, he had interrupted her. كان هو قطعها في الكلام. ما وصلنا إلى صفحة 33. Finish the following dialogue. أكمل هذا الحوار. Sarah meets her friend Mona at the club. Sarah tells Mona that she is going to travel to England next month. هي مسافرة إنجلترا الشهر اللي جاي. Hello Mona. قالت لها hello Sarah. How are things with you؟ إيه الأخبار؟ قالت لها I am going to travel to England. أنا هسافر إنجلترا. When are you going to travel؟ هتسافري إمتى؟ قالت لها I am going to travel next month. الشهر اللي جاي. Why are you going to travel there؟ وليه هتسافري هناك؟ قالت لها to visit my uncle who lives there. عمي ساكن هناك، عايش هناك. How are you going to travel؟ وازاي هتسافري؟ قالت لها by plane. قالت لها are you afraid of flying؟ انت خايفة من الطيران؟ قالت لها no I am not afraid. How long will you stay؟ تقعدي قد ايه؟ قالت لها I'll stay for 2 weeks. أسبوعين. والنموذج الثاني أحمد is talking with عماد about his father. بيتكلم مع عماد عن باباه. بدأ أحمد الكلام وقال له that's beautiful pen عماد، القلم ده جميل قوي. قال له thank you I got it from my father. أنا خدته من بابا. From your father wasn't he a journalist؟ ألم يكن صحفي؟ قال له yes he was. He worked for الأهرام newspaper for 20 years. فقال what would you prefer to be؟ وانت حابب تطلع ايه؟ قال I'd prefer to be a teacher of English. مدرس انجليزي. Why would you prefer to be English teacher or teacher of English؟ because I'm good at English. What about your sister؟ واختك. قال she wants to be a journalist. فقال له well perhaps your father should give his pen to her. من المفروض بقى ان بابا كان اداها هي القلم عشان هي تطلع زيه. علشان بعد كده نروح على السؤال الخاص بالأزهر. write what would you say in each of the following situations. اكتب ما تقوله في المواقف التالية. Your friend asked you if you had ever used a telescope. هو بيسألك بيقول لك عمرك استخدمت التلسكوب؟ فأقول له ايه؟ I had never used a telescope. عمري. طيب لو انت بقى you wanted to ask your friend what he has been reading recently. آخر حاجة هو قرأها فتقول له ايه؟ قول what have you been reading recently. Saeed has 6 sandwiches since 3 o'clock. Has eaten. Have you ever been to Aswan? Rami had tidied his room before he studied. Rami had tidied his room before studying. ايه الفرق يا مستر ما بين الاتنين؟ بعد before في الجملة الأولى في فاعل اللي هو هي، وبالتالي هيجي بعدها ماضي بسيط. أما في الجملة الثانية before هنا ما فيش بعدها فاعل، وبالتالي هتجيب الفيرب بلس ing. The cake not bake until my father had bought all the ingredients. The cake wasn't baked. لم تخبز حتى اشترى المحتويات أو المقادير. I have been محتاج فعل زائد ing يبقى studying. I work every day this week. I still feel tired. يبقى I have been working they be working on the project all day. They have been. I have been knowing. لا I have known لأنه يعرف ما بحطوش في المستمر، يبقى هقول known. after مفيش فاعل يا شباب اهو، يبقى هقول after doing. سهى the research by last Friday. يبقى سهى had finished. ليه يا شباب بقى had finished؟ علشان هنا الرابط بتاعه اسمه by واللي بتساوي when او اللي بتساوي by the time. سهى finish the research last Friday. هنا بقى last Friday جملة عادية، وبالتالي هقول finished. نفكر بعض باني last من كلمات دالة على الماضي البسيط. yesterday last ago in the past. لما اشوفها يبقى الفعل بتاعي على طول بيبقى في الماضي البسيط اللي هو التصريف الثاني للفعل. The train leave the station by the time you arrived. يبقى هنا هعمل سؤال، والسؤال يكون في الماضي التام، يبقى had the train left. She was upset because she had missed. Who did you met before؟ لا before هنا اهي، يبقى who had you met. Before 2021 I had built. And 2021 I built. He watched the news on TV last night. He had watched the news. ليه؟ لأن أنا عندي هنا رابط أهو يا شباب before، واللي يجي بعد منه ماضي بسيط لكن قبله ماضي تام. By the time the movie ended I had fallen asleep. She has been studying English. ومن صفحة 37 مكملين choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. Mr. Kamal retired last year because of the old age. The verb retired means stop working. التوقف عن العمل. The word gives us the opposite of small. Small صغير, ال opposite enormous. The verb print can be a noun by adding er علشان تبقى printer طابعة. Talia writes news and articles for newspaper and magazines. This means she is a journalist. هي صحفية. This water is very hot. Warning, تحذير. المية دي سخنة. Many people use social media to communicate. They can to each other. They can talk to each other. ومن صفحة 38 طبعا الصورة يعني فيها مشكلة شوية. is a person who specializes يعني متخصص في اللغة، فده بسميه عالم لغوي، يبقى linguist. He is a governor of the city. Governor يعني الرولر اللي هو المحافظ، فهو الحاكم للمحافظة. The synonym of the adjective cross. cross يعني غاضب، وبالتالي هي angry. ولو جت فعل cross يعني يعبر، ولكن هنا دي صفة فبسميها غاضب. A person whose job is to read the news is a شخص ده اسمه news reader قارئ الأخبار. researches and writes news articles. طبعا ده journalist الصحفي يبحث عن الخبر ويكتبه. The person who controls a television camera is a camera operator. The person who talks on the radio program is a radio presenter. A person who decides how a web page should look is a web designer. مصمم صفحات الويب. شوشة from the faculty of دار graduated from تخرج من طبعا دار العلوم في سنة 1956. is to send a program or some information by radio or TV broadcast. البث. فاروق شوشة is well known radio presenter. فاروق شوشة طبعا مقدم برامج راديو معروف جدا. well known means popular. when a bowl or pipe has a hole لما يكون فيها ثقب أو مشكلة، في الحالة دي بتبقى burst. If a car or person is unable to move, we say they are stuck. عالقة. ودلوقتي معادنا مع السؤال التاني. read and complete the text with words from the following list. I studied English and media at university. I work as an أنا بشتغل editor. I work for an English. Nowadays هذه الأيام more people read news online. I like this job. Lots of different journalists send me their articles. And I to decide which ones are the most. I have to. علي أن. والمثال التاني معانا بيقول I work in a tourist information office. 3 other people work with me. They are called اسمهم ندى, سمير and عمر. Nada is a very funny girl and she always makes jokes. Summer is an older woman and I don't know her very well. Omar is a friendly man and everyone likes him. Complete the sentences with the correct form. أكمل الجمل بالصيغة الصحيحة. هبة told me that her plane left. عمرو told me that he traveled. طارق said that that the red team, the match, had won. The teacher said that those books were. The owner told us that the park, over 3 years to build, would take. A witness said that the building was on fire. The police said that lots of mobile phones had been stolen. The governor said that the park was the biggest in Egypt. Choose the correct answer. وده خاص بطلاب الأزهر. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. She said that. Salma told Mona that she, the following day, was traveling. Iman said that she had been. Adil said that he couldn't come.
أشكر لكم طيب المتابعة والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.